becomes focus. It begins to accept your commands and your desires. It begins to do search runs and to broadcast a broadband connection with life. It searches the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind. It begins to network with God if it must. The reason they want you fat, sick, tired, hopeless, ignorant, powerless, and distracted, it is because they want to make sure you don't have time to think. Let me repeat that. They want to make sure that you don't have time to think. When you let yourself think, you allow yourself to observe all you perceive to be wrong. You are forced to see it all. And it's painful and hard. When you are forced to see all your imperfection, all your pain, all kinds of negative feelings resurface. You begin to feel all of your imperfections and anxieties. And the mind asks that you disengage. It asks that you stop thinking about these things. It demands that you distract yourself by binge watching and by playing games. It makes you think or wants you to disengage by maybe getting drunk or getting high. It reminds you of how much work it will take, how inconvenient it will be, how much it is going to hurt, how much comfort you will have to sacrifice. But when you have the time to think clearly, there's a chance you will confront it all. Yes, you will confront it all. And they don't want that. It is because once you confront, you confirm that you are solely responsible. You begin to understand no one is coming to the rescue, that you are responsible for your negative conditions and negligence. There lies the foundation of your power. For then, you must ask and demand answers. Your mind then becomes focused. It begins to accept your commands and your desires. It begins to do search runs and to broadcast a broadband connection with life. It searches the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind. It begins to network with God if it must. Your intense focus to create solutions calls for heaven and earth to move now, to bring back the corresponding energy. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Friction is removed. And finally, via attraction, you must be made fully aware. You now know. Yes, you begin to solve your problems. You begin to grow, which gives you more time to think. When you have an abundance of money, you don't have to think about it as much. When you are healthy and at least relatively fit and strong, you don't think about it as much. When your relationships are strong and resilient, you don't think about those relationships as much. When you are full and overflowing, your energy touches others. It spills over. It feeds others. Nikola Tesla described it like this, since he said, quote unquote, that your influence extends into infinite distance. You may begin to heal others via vibration. Your energy could saturate the collective consciousness. Yes, the harvest is great, but the workers are few. But a lamp is always set where everyone can see. But seeds can be eaten up by the birds or choked by weeds. Are you spreading weeds or are you sitting in good soil? They want you abundant in weeds and planting seeds in rocky ground. They kill the soil of your mind by numbing you with spiritual poison. But they first do it by killing your time and filling it with distractions. They know entropy is real. Nature hates idleness and fills voids and inactivity with negative energy. Nature takes over and attacks you. Chaos theory is not a theory. It leaves you weak and incompetent. They know the weak are fed to the strong. And for this, you must ask yourself the question, are you a useless eater? It's time to accept what is so. The worst prison is the prison of a mind infested with entropy. Weeds must be pulled and new growth must be planted. Your mind deserves better coding. Saturate your thinking with new code. Code creates software the same way the Word is made flesh. This is the end of this riff. And if you desire to hack the law of attraction to make your dreams and desires a reality, I highly encourage you that you continue to listen to the Quantum Code for Life Secrets to Success by pressing that button and subscribe to my channel. Also, go ahead and put a like on the video so you can continue to be notified of all my fresh content. Consider being one of the first to comment by sharing what you like best so that fresh knowledge gets locked into your mind. I thank you for tuning in, and remember that you are an engine geared into the willwork of the universe whose influence extends into infinite distance.